How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Gear Vault. Today in the vault, we finally have the range video for the replacement gun that Savage sent me. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I've had some extraction issues with the first Trail Hunter Lite that I'd purchased in 7mm Backcountry. And based on the comments, it looks like a lot of other people have had similar experiences, especially with the 7 Backcountry, but also just with Savage in general. So I sent the rifle back to Savage. They sent me a new rifle. They said that this one has been tested and performed flawlessly with the Federal Fusion ammo. So we've got a few different ammos. We're going to run through it again today, and hopefully we have a little better luck. Now, everything about this rifle is exactly the same. It's still the same 16.5-inch barrel. The only change that I have made is I've got a Vortex Viper HD 3 to 15 on there versus the 4.5 to 14 VX3 that I had on the other one. In between this rifle coming in and the other one leaving, I picked up a 22 ARC that my daughter will be using for deer this year, and I put the VX3 on there. So picked this one up at a super good price. So I actually haven't ran a Vortex in a while, but we're going to see how this one goes. But that's the only change. Everything else is the same. 16.5-inch Trail Hunter Lite chambered in 7mm Backcountry. And then once again, just like last time, this is the same 3 boxes of ammo that I had that did not function at all in the last rifle. We've got the 170 grain Terminal Ascent, 168 grain LRX, and the 175 grain Federal Fusion. We'll be checking speeds with the Athlon Rangecraft. This is what I was using the last time as well. I mean, basically everything was running around 2950. You know, I mean, it fluctuated quite a bit, but essentially an average would probably be about 2950 with all 3 ammos, which I thought was super awesome. We have a 16-inch barrel, but we're going to see if this one is going to get the same speeds. I've got a target set up at 25 yards right now. Just going to do a couple of quick siders because the scope is freshly mounted. So we'll get it, you know, near the center at 25. In the process of doing that, we'll probably learn a little bit about the extraction of this rifle versus the other one. But then we will take it out to 100. I've actually got a pretty calm day today, so I'm going to feel a little bit better about accuracy today versus the last video. So came out right before sunset. Mosquitoes are eating me alive, so I'm going to throw on some long sleeves and get to shooting. I do like that this scope has the parallax that goes down to 20 yards. That's kind of nice, especially if we're doing this work at 25. This is the 175 grain Fusions. This is the one that Savage said performed just fine. So we'll see how it goes. So that one was 2890. Took me a second to see my bullet hole because it was perfectly in line with the numbers, but so we're dead nuts left and right. Just got to come up about we'll call it 2 inches, so we'll say handful of clicks. Okay, let's see how the extraction is. Perfect. Shoot another one. That was 2840. Extraction's good. Come up a little more. All right, third one. That was 2831. And I mean, it could not be more dead center. So extraction, totally fine. So far, so good. But I will say, speed-wise, I mean, we're literally like 100 feet per second slower. Basically, average was 2853. So, I mean, yeah, we're averaging 100 feet per second slower. So, potentially something was going on with that chamber in the other rifle causing some overpressure. Makes sense. So once again, I did bring out that Caldwell shooting stand, get it up above the grass, which is super nice. So first shot, second shot, third shot. I mean, left and right, it's looking great. We're dead on at 25, so we should be pretty darn close at 100. So I'm gonna go ahead, take it out to 100 yards, and let's shoot another 3. All right, so we are gonna run 3 more of the 175 grain Federal Fusions. Again, targets at 100 yards. So far, so good on extraction. Let's run these 3 and see what happens. That was 2820. Extraction's good. Honestly, the bolt lift isn't even bad. 2853. Still feels good. 28.35. Dude, I mean, honestly, the extraction is, 1,000% better, but even the bolt lift is way better. But again, our average is 28.36. So, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, clearly there was a pressure issue on the last rifle. All right, here's the first 100-yard 3-shot group with the 175 grain Federal Fusions. It is, looks like right at 3/4 of an inch. So not bad. Quite a bit better than the last rifle did. I'm just gonna stick a different, I'll stick an orange dot somewhere down on the bottom just so we can get different groups, shoot at a different spot. We'll shoot probably the terminal ascent next, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, real quick, I just wanna say barrel is a little bit warm. Like, it's not hot by any means, but it is getting a little bit warm, but the sun is also going down. The Federal Fusions have already shown that this rifle will group. First 3-shot group out of it was 3/4 inch. Happy with that. Way better than the last one. So I think accuracy is for sure going to be pretty good, especially with those. The terminal ascents are the ones that gave me the worst issues with extraction. So those were the ones that I had to beat the thing out to get it to extract. So that's really my main concern here is, will this thing actually function with the terminal ascents? Because those were the ones that was giving me fits. If we get a good group, awesome. But I'm just going to tell you, the barrel is warm. Not hot, but warm. And it's going to continue to get warmer because I'm going to shoot the barns after that. And I'm trying to get this done before it gets dark. But I do have a nice calm day fighting the mosquitoes because had a lot of rain this year. Let's shoot the terminal ascent and see if this thing's going to extract them. 28.08. Bolt lift slightly heavier. No issue extracting. 28.14. Nice. 28.53. Bolt lift, a little heavy, no problem extracting. Honestly, the group doesn't look half bad either. Let's go check it out. All right, so obviously put another dot right there, and we're hitting, about 2.5 inches high, which that's not a big deal. I'm not, haven't really adjusted it down. But look at this group, Federal Terminal Ascent. You've got 5/8 inch. I will take that all day long. So clearly, this rifle shoots a little bit better. Granted, the conditions the other day was not ideal, and I was being honest about that. Today's conditions, much better. But it is getting dark, barrel's getting warm. You know, throwing together a 5/8 inch group, after a 3/4 inch group, with 2 different ammos, I'm not unhappy. So I did check. Those are 4 inches high and 3.5 inches high. So I think it's probably safe to say I can take her down 4 or 6 clicks with no issue. So I'll probably do that before I shoot these barns and see where we land. One last time. All right, y'all. Last 3 of the day, more than likely. We've got the barns LRX 168 grain. The internet's going to tell me that it's not going to shoot good because I didn't clean it prior to running all copper or monolithic after running some lead. Don't know if that's the case. I guess we will see. Also, the internet's probably going to tell me to wear eye protection, but it's getting dark. This is all I got, so sue me. My God, these freaking mosquitoes. 28.63. Extraction's good. 28.05. No, knock my freaking hat off. Felt good. 28.36. Average 28.35, and I'm not gonna lie, that group looks pretty freaking good too. 12 for 12 on extraction. I'm digging it. All right, y'all, so put that dot there, shot those 3 there. I mean, come on. We got another 3/4 inch group. Also, I did bring the scope down like 6 clicks, so we're about 2.5 inches high now, which is getting closer to where I want to be. It did start tracking a little bit to the left, so I don't know if that's due to barrel heating up or what. But for one, I mean, apparently it doesn't matter if you clean the gun before you run monolithics through it. I don't know, because 3/4 inch group. But hey, 3/4 inch group, 5/8 group, 3/4 inch group, 3 different ammos. First freaking 12 shots out of the gun, and honestly the first 3 were probably a good group as well, you know, whatever. This one shoots. Y'all, the mosquitoes are about to pack me out of here, but honestly super excited. This rifle, no issues extracting, way better accuracy, just better all around. I'm digging the scope too, but that's neither here nor there. This video is about this rifle, and Savage apparently made it right. They said that this one had been function tested and was proven to be fine. It appears that they were being honest about that. No issues with any of the 3 ammos that I tried in it. Now, that being said, velocity was obviously quite a bit lower. I would say on average, probably over about 100 feet per second slower than the last rifle with the exact same barrel length and the exact same ammo, the same boxes of ammo. What does that tell me? It tells me that the other one had some chamber issues. Something was causing that thing to produce a lot higher pressure, whether it was too tight, I don't know. Y'all tell me what can cause the chamber to be that much higher pressure, but that was clearly the issue. This one, not so much. Bolt lift wasn't too bad on anything. Extraction was perfect on everything. Accuracy, as you've seen, we had a 3/4 inch group with the Federal Fusion. We had a 5/8 group with the Terminal Ascent, and we had a 3/4 inch group with the Barnes LRX. And that makes me so happy because, you know, I hate those guns that, yeah, they'll shoot, you know, 1/2 inch groups or 3/4 inch groups, but only with like ELDM or ELDX. And it's like you get, you know, you want something that isn't picky. And this gun doesn't seem to be picky. I mean, 3 different ammos, all sub MOA, all honestly quite a bit sub MOA. So super happy about that. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is the 7 Backcountry back, baby? Hey, y'all, if you made it to this point in the video, I appreciate you watching the whole thing. And for that, I'm going to reward you with a little information. So I didn't get drawn for the North Dakota elk tag this year. My wife did, cow elk. Last week, I had Game and Fish call me, and they're like, hey, there was a cow tag for the unit you applied for that was returned. We reran the lottery, and your name came up. So this year, my wife and I both have once-in-a-lifetime cow elk tags for North Dakota, so super cool. That being said, you've seen the velocities, you've seen the accuracy. Which bullet would you take? I want to kill an elk with that 7 Backcountry this year. Are you taking the Barnes LRX, the Terminal Ascent, or the Fusions? Let me know in the comment section which one you would trust most to take down an elk. Y'all, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sticking around. Let me know what you think about the 7 Backcountry. You know, there was a lot of people in the comment section saying it's 7 Backcountry's fault. They're like, it's the cartridge, it isn't Savage's fault. Well, I'm here to tell you, it was clearly Savage's fault. Cartridge is shooting good now, extracting good, so, you know, I'm not going to say I told you so, but it was clearly the rifle. That being said, what do you think of 7 Backcountry now? Are you going to buy one? Because it is pretty sweet. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching the Gear Vault. Till next time, y'all be safe.